together. Today I'm going to share some of my experiences of studying in America. I went to UC Berkeley to join a 1.5-month summer session around 3 months ago. It was my first time to go to America. During the process of applying, everything seemed like a dream. I just couldn't imagine myself studying in a totally different country, a totally different language with totally different classmates. I couldn't believe this until I watched 3 movies on my plane to San Francisco. Then I realized that, yes, I'm really going to stay in America for 1.5 months. Wow. Of course, I had been very nervous. I was worried that I might become totally deaf and dumb after I went to America, since I couldn't understand what they're talking about or express myself properly. So I did as many things as I could to improve my English, including joining NTU Toastmasters. So if it hadn't been for this trip, I wouldn't have joined this club and wouldn't have come to know each of you. So now you know the importance of my trip, huh?
Yeah.
However, I'm not going to be super sentimental today, so let's go back to America. The first thing that impressed me was the dominant color along the highway on my way back from the airport to the dorm. Does anybody want to make a guess? Gold? Did you say that? Who said that? Oh, you're so brilliant. Yes, it was gold. Do you know that California is called the Golden State? Well, if you do, then do you know why? Is it because that California used to have lots of gold, which attracted lots of Asian laborers? Yes, that was true. So along the highway, all I could see was gold. I'm just kidding. California is so called the Golden State because the grass there was gold instead of green. This is because of the weather. It was too dry there. In my 1.5-month stay, there was no rain at all, not a drop. So actually, you can often see cacti around you, which in my mind should have appeared in deserts. Even this tall. This is a person. Yeah. So it's really cool. I especially enjoyed going to botanical gardens, which are similar to 植物园 in Taiwan. There are lots of strange and fabulous plants there, which really made me impressed. And in addition, if you heard that California is a state full of sunshine, then maybe things are not that the same as what you think. Because every morning I went out of my dorm at around 9 a.m. It was only about 12 degrees Celsius. Compared to 35 degrees Celsius in Taipei, I really started to miss sweating. Yeah. Actually, the answer to why California is called the Golden State was told by my tour guide. I joined a 2-day trip to Yosemite National Park and the Hearst Castle. And these are my group members. There are lots of Taiwanese, Chinese, and 2 Germans. The national park was actually a mountain, so on our way up, we had to stop twice to let the cows pass first. It was something that is brand new to me. If you're lucky enough, you could even see bears, but I didn't. I was not that lucky. Yeah. And the second day, I went to the Hearst Castle. It was my first time to being to a castle. Maybe it was nothing to those Europeans. There are so many castles in Europe, but it was very special to me. Every piece was full of beauty and delicate and grand at the same time. And the statues were all antiques and super expensive. What impressed me more is that the architect was a woman graduated from UC Berkeley. It was really hard for a woman to have such an accomplishment at that time, so I really admired her a lot. And her graduated from UC Berkeley made me feel a lot more familiar. On our way back from those 2-day trips, our tour guide took us to a Chinese buffet. Every one of us Chinese were so excited that we get to eat Chinese food again. You really can't imagine to what extent we miss Chinese food. Of course, we had lots of delicious food like cheesecake, clam chowder, spaghetti, and big bread, and crab sandwiches, and lots of things. But deep in our heart, we still miss our hometown food the best. Yeah. Maybe you start to feel a little bit strange. Was I there in America just to travel and fool around or to study, since I haven't mentioned anything about UC Berkeley or our school? Since I've figured out that I have so many things to share with you guys, so I've decided to split my speech into two parts. One part is today's speech, purely about some observations of America, and a portion of my traveling experiences. And the next part is going to be my studying in such an exotic environment and some deep feelings. So if my speech today didn't satisfy your curiosity, please look forward to my next speech. TM me.